Hello, I'm Zardas, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome back to Inverisle. This will be episode 3 in the series, and we are going to work on a couple of things. Pretty much we're just going to work on growing the city some more today. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in and start working on that. So, first of all, we need a new power plant. You can see we are strained for power a little bit. I'm not quite ready to do that, so we're going to just up the budget for power and hope that solves the problem. It does. Just long enough for us to think about what we're going to do next. We need more industry. I want to get generic industry, but I really want the generic industry to be over here, but we don't have that tile yet. And we won't have that tile until 5,500 people. So that is a little bit of a conundrum there. So I think what I might do is try and pack a little bit of generic industry in here, and maybe even change this back over. Well, no, we'll just put some new generic in here. So we're going to take out this part of the district. Like that. In fact, we'll come all the way over to there. And then this is going to be a new district, which is going to be all about the industry. It'll come down to that factory as well. Go ahead and go like that. So this district will be Tarbet. Like that. And that will come down this way once we have that tile. But it is going to be more generic industry. And we're going to actually, we'll stick with a gravel road for now. We definitely need a road that would have gone down to that old factory. Maybe it's this road. Yeah, that one can be the old factory road. So over here we just can build roads however we want. We'll get one in like that, and that should actually give us the zoning that I want. Then we'll just fill this in here like that. And over here we'll also get a little bit more like there. Okay, so then another thing I wanted to do is in Old Town we need more roundabouts, I decided. So we're going to have a roundabout here. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because they need to be pretty tiny roundabouts, I think. That is not quite right. Let's come this way. Trying to do a 2x2 here. Maybe I ended up with 3x3. Let's start over. 1, 2. See, there it wants to snap. I don't want to snap. There's a 2. Well, it's not perfect, but that might work. Bring that road in. That one doesn't want to connect. Alright, it does need to be a little bit bigger. Sometimes road building really is an exercise in just testing things out. Seeing what you can get away with. 1, 2, 3. And come in here. There. Let's see if we can get that. Ah, man. I hate it when it totally screws up. I was hoping to not have to build the interior pieces. But it will be worth it when we're done, I think. Because an old European town like this would definitely have some roundabouts in it. There we go. Okay, so now these should all come in just fine. Yeah, we can come off on that side. Come like that. There we go. Then we'll have another one here. About there, I think. 1, 2, yeah. I mean let's do this. Road guidelines off. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 probably. The easy way to do this would probably be to build the interior pieces first. But that's not how I've started doing this, so it's not how we're going to finish doing this. And then we'll get another one here. I really wish I could get a smaller one in here, but I don't think that is going to happen. Turn road guidelines back on so that we can get kind of in the right spot. Oh, you know what I'll do? Like I said, we can do the interior pieces. See, if it's 3 by... yeah, that's the problem. We don't know the math and we can't get the node in the middle. Alright, so it's too early to do math, so we're not going to figure out what the diameter of our circle is. I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to tell me that is not a circle. And we've got an autosave here. There we go. Turn these back off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There, I will accept that. Get these in here. Then bring our roads in. Take those out. So we have 3 roundabouts. Let's get one more over here. And also we can speed it up a little bit here. I think we do have one issue in that the unemployment rate is really high, and so we're sitting here building roads that we're not really using yet while our people are suffering, but that's just the way it goes right now, so there we go. Alright, so this can come in like that, and like that. Let's redo this, actually. Going to come like that and just get it to be a little bit smoother. And then this one, yep, that'll work. Okay, and then we can take out the middle. Come over here and do one last one here. One, 2, 3. There we go. Alright. So that one went together fairly smoothly, I think. Actually, let's make that a little bit of a better curve here. And bring a road this way. No, did I make that a muddy road over there? No, okay. Okay, so now we can... I saw, did we have another power or water issue? Okay, power. We're having a power issue again, which is causing a water issue. Let's go ahead and get another power plant. Let's squeeze it back in here. Going to come back like that. And then we're going to grab a coal power plant because it is the most economical. We'll do that, which will solve our power issue. Now we can come back and reset this budget slider. Like that. Okay, so now we have plenty of water, plenty of power. Let's come over here and start zoning Old Town. We do need to get power over there. So let's bring this power line a little bit further for now. Go ahead and come down to... I don't want to go like that. I want to stay away from that zoning. We'll do that for now. We need water over here as well. So let's bring a pipe in like that, and then we'll bring it across. We can just bring it straight out like that. In reality, these pipes in Old Town would be probably a mess. They wouldn't be this straightforward because the buildings have been there a very long time, as have the roads. But that's okay. So we're going to come in here. Let's go ahead and get some commercial along this road. Excuse me. And what I want to do, there we go. We've got some coming in. What is our unemployment rate now? 7%. So, I mean, we want to add more people too. So, what we're going to do is the main roads are definitely going to have commercial all over them, including on the roundabouts. Which is not something I typically like to do, but it is something I will do. And then over here we'll get some as well, and we're not going to go very deep. These are going to be pretty small buildings, which is why we have so many roads. But then back in these areas we can fit a little bit of residential. Can get a little bit of a bigger building there. I wonder if that counts on this road. So we're going to have a mixture in Old Town of these residential buildings and commercial buildings. And once we get high density, we will be switching over here to that. Now I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Hang on. And this zoning filled in quite quick, which is rather nice. I'm used to right now in Havenbury. The city is big enough now that my computer simulation goes pretty slow, and so the will come in a tiny bit with commercial in there. It takes a while for zoning to fill in, so it's quite nice to see zoning fill in quickly, and then we can move forward without too much difficulty. Now, eventually, there is an issue sometimes between mixing zoning kind of like this, because then you might get a little bit too much noise for the residential people. We'll have to watch that. I don't think it will be that big of an issue, but it could. Let's come back here. I don't want this here, actually. So we want commercial along there. And at this stage, it's all about how this will look. Let's take a look. This is filling in okay. Wish the buildings were bigger or more European-like, but wonder if we need to change style. No, we want... It should be default vanilla right now. Or default European, because that is the base theme. And Newtown is filling in okay as well. But really our growth is going to be here in Old Town. And I see our demand has dropped a lot. Our unemployment is very low. So we're just going to focus right now on getting residential in here. And so we'll come back over here, get residential all through here. We can get a little bit of a bigger one there. Probably a bigger one back in there as well. That'll be commercial. That can be residential there. Let's come over here and do some more. Like that. And then come in there. There's another space here. All these nice tiny roads. I think they are working out quite nice. Very interested to see how this turns out once we have the higher density buildings. Which, when is that? Is that here? No. Big town? Yes, at 5,500. That'll be a big milestone for us. Which also, is that when we get, when do we get incinerators? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of this stuff. There we do, at 5,500, yeah. So that'll be a big moment. My preference, going back to death care now that I brought up incinerators, my preference, or not incinerators, crematoriums. And I guess, I don't even know if that's when we get them. Probably is, if it's... No, we get those later. But I'll say what I was going to say. My preference with crematoriums is to have some cemeteries, and then just add more cemeteries, which, by the way, we need to get one here in Old Town. There definitely would be some cemeteries. Let's bring a small road out this way. Like that. Bring it down a little bit further, and can we fit cemetery in here? Let's put it on this side then. Put it right there. And I only want this road to come as far as it needs to, and then we're going to curve it or do something with it. And traffic will always be an issue over in this part of town. It's just the way that this city is now designed. That will work, and then let's get a few others coming off in this direction. Like that. And then we can get a little bit more residential in here. Like that. And over here, we'll just go ahead and take that out. Okay, so that is better. We'll let Old Town be for now, I think. And we'll come back over here to focus on Newtown, because I think we will be able to grow a little bit faster with Newtown. Especially, I think we could probably fill in actually over here in Inverisle. Or we could come down into Haymarket. Let's do that. Let's come down here into Haymarket. We're going to have... We'll have some of those smaller roads, but most of them... And actually, we can keep the cobblestone over here as well. At some point, we may want to have like a road that comes down this way. It's a bit bumpy there, but like a bypass of Old Town, as Haymarket is going to become a bit busier. In fact, let's go ahead and build that. So let's get a newer road, and then we're going to bring this out this way. Oop, it didn't build. That happens sometimes to me. Not quite sure why. So that can come in like that. And then we'll get the cobblestone here. Alright, so now over here I want this to be residential. This road can continue then. Let's bring it like that. This is more of a main road here. We'll do that there. Then this can be cobblestone over here. And we'll get a cobblestone road coming in. Let's see, it was the Haymarket, so we should have... Let's have a little park where the stable used to be. In fact, can we build a stable? I know there is one. I think that's in tourism. We're not quite there yet. But what we'll do... it's going to be hard because the stable building is a bit large and hard to design. Or like, it's hard to plan for where it will go. We have a lot of flat space though. So what we'll do is we won't fill in the middle of Haymarket just yet. We'll come over on the side here. But we'll use these smaller roads more as we build these residential roads coming off. And they're going to be kind of like this. We'll get another one in the middle there. And then we'll get another road coming off of here, I think. Get that cobblestone again. Before I do this, I'm going to build a road in the middle to lock those nodes again, so as not to mess up our roundabout. Then this can come over like that. And that probably should be a roundabout here. This can be a little bit of a bigger one. Let's do 5 wide this time. See, that is too big. It's hard to build. I really find it hard to build roundabouts because it's like you start building them and they just end up giant sometimes when they're finished. We'll go 4 like that. Get these in here to lock it. Alright, so this one is a regular road. And yeah, we will bring it over. Oops. Okay, that's fine. bring it over like this. And in. Then this one comes in like that, and this one comes in like that. And we'll have this road, not sure where I want it to go, but we definitely could have it come off, say like that, and then we'll have a road come off like this. That will eventually come out in there and down in this way. I'm really getting away from my dirt roads, aren't I? I mean, we've got all these dirt roads in Newtown and paved roads over in the older part of town, which does not make any sense at all. We will fix that in the coming episodes. Right now, I just want to get these roads in place. Get this down here as well. And then we'll bring some like that. So this was kind of planned, this area I should say, but not at a time when they were really planning on wide roads and stuff like that. So this older part of town has smaller streets still. We'll leave it at that. So now I want to bring, see if we can get a little bit of power to jump over here. Unemployment may be a little too low for it to happen. But if it does, then that'll be great. We can come back here and get more water going over into this area. Let's bring one perpendicular. Go that way and that way. That'll work just fine. Auto save. Bring this one a little bit further as well. Okay, so and that still did not come in here. So what we'll do instead is we will bring a road out this way. Curves it like that, and then we can bring residential. And that should fill much sooner. Yep, there we go. Hopefully the power is jumping. It is. Excellent. So we will be able to fill this in now. Great deal of residential zoning. And I think we'll probably leave it there for today. So what we did today is we added a little bit of generic industry in a new district called Tarbet, which also I think almost isolated Inverisle over there. So this probably should be its own district. I'll think about that. And then Newtown. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to pause it because we're messing with districts and I don't want to change the industry over here. We do need to take all of that out so that we can then go back and have a new district, which is also going to be agriculture. And we'll just bring it up to that road a bit, like that. And this is going to be called Morar. Okay, so now we can unpause it. So what we've done really is today we added that generic industry. We zoned Old Town quite a bit. We turned these into roundabouts. And we can take this out here. And we started working on Haymarket as well. These can come out too. Alright, so I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. I'm not sure why you wasted your time watching the whole thing if you didn't like it. But either way, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.